What's up, sports world, man? The WTP Sports Dudes here live with another weekly episode of Parlay with the Bread. FanDuel Zay covers the spread, featuring Level Up Sports 10, Mossberg, JoJo in the building. Gonna send y'all that lock sleeper, high risk and reward on the NBA side as well, man. How y'all
Good,
doing
good,
today?
Man, I
pretty
can't
good.
complain. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me. You hear me? How y'all?
Yeah,
The famous one line take, man. Feeling pretty good, man. Appreciate y'all guys having me on this NBA feature. It was a great opening night, man. Can't wait to get to talking about this great night we got tonight. Some of the picks I got out there for the people, man. So it's great to see y'all as well.
On a
for
chilly
sure,
Wednesday.
Yes,
for
indeed.
sure, for
You got a
sure.
bowl, Poe? Because, man, Mom Dukes made some chili the other day, man. I still taste it in my belly, and I hope she's making more.
I can dig it.
Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, though, man. I'm FanDuel Zaiah, man. We got to shout out the team. Of course, y'all know that's Parlay to my right. That's Level Up Sports 10 to the bottom. We got Rob with WTP for life. You can follow his channel. We got T1 with City League TV. You can find him on YouTube and Facebook. And we got Post Game with the Post Game 86 show. Tap into his channel. And also, don't forget about SEC Sean. You can find his channel on YouTube as well. Y'all know what time it is, though. It's time to hit him with the disclaimer. Hey, man, this is at your own risk. We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
not telling y'all to go put y'all money down on these picks. We just telling you what we would do, and we hit around here, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's still at your own risk.
Yes, sir.
But like y'all know where we start. We start college football every week. Let's go ahead, go into our lock for week. This is week 8 now in college football season. Poe, go ahead and run it off.
Hey, my lock this week is gonna be Miami. It's Stanford versus Miami. Miami minus 29.5. Beck had 4 interceptions last week, and my man Fletcher only had 8 carries. That won't happen in this game.
Yeah.
And then Stanford's quarterback only had 90 yards passing. How they beat Florida State, I don't know. So my lock is Miami, and the over and under is 63.5. You might go over that. They're gonna blow them out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for my
Um,
lock, I got oh, go ahead, Moss. Go ahead.
nah, I
You got
was.
some picks for college?
Yeah, I threw a lock out there. I just ran over it real quick. I put Virginia at North Carolina a lock. They
Same
got
as me.
them 10.5 with the 51.5. I think this is going to be a trap game for Virginia, but I think they could definitely get that ball out there and get defensively active with UNC as a couple other teams did this year.
Yeah, that you stole the words out of my mouth. This is my lock game. I think that spread is too low. I think North Carolina is a bad team. Um, I mean, that's just simple as that. It's a minus 108 for that spread. I like them to cover that. Uh, we on sleeper. Who's your sleeper for this week, Cole?
My sleeper is Missouri. They got Vandy plus 2.5. Everybody don't know. Last week, Pavia beat them with his feet. He beat them with his feet because he only had like 160 passing. And I'm Missouri gonna be on that this week. So Vandy at home, I'm taking Missouri plus the 2.5.
Level up.
I ain't, man, I it was tough because I ain't look at all the games, but that Indiana at home, this UCLA team, I know what they've been doing, but I like that Indiana with the 25.5. I know it's scary with that point five and that 55.5. I don't know. I just got Indiana as mine.
I mean, UCLA been playing. They've been playing good the last few weeks. So
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
that 25.5 could get scary, bruh. It could.
yeah.
Um, my sleeper, man, this week I went Illinois at Washington. They got Washington favored in this game. And just reviewing the film, man, I think this is not the Illinois team that lost 63-10, bro. It's a plus 146 on FanDuel right now. You know, and I really will take Illinois in the money line right here, bro. I ain't like what I seen from Washington they last outing. So, and I know they traveling to Washington, and that can get tricky. But I just think Illinois is the better team right now. So I'll take that money line.
But you got to think, y'all the only one that broke their 22 game home winning streak though.
That's very true. And we
Yeah,
we beat we beat Washington by 18, and we beat Illinois by 18 too.
yeah,
You know, and the difference is though they put more points on the board than anybody.
yeah.
They put 16 up on us.
Who
You
did?
know,
Illinois.
Illinois. Yeah.
Okay.
Illinois, yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that one. What's your high risk this week, Poe?
My high risk is I know it ain't gonna happen. We need to see CJ Bailey get off that stump, man. He a capable quarterback, and they playing at
Yeah.
Pitt plus 6.5. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
NC State got to get over that hump. Dude is a decent quarterback, but these last couple weeks is like his head ain't been in the game. So NC State plus the 6.5, the over and under is 57.5.
Guess who he played quarterback for in high school?
Who's that?
Smitty from Oak Block.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was his
Wow.
quarterback in high school.
see, you know what I
Wow.
mean?
It's crazy work. Mine is wild. I went with Oklahoma at home with Ole Miss for the high risk. That
Mm.
4.5 and the 54 and a half. I don't know. Oklahoma,
I got
I don't know. I think they could get it. I think their defense could do it. I think it might be a possible shootout, but I think they could definitely do it. Get the touchdown.
My high risk for this week, I went Mississippi State against Texas. Uh, plus 202 on FanDuel for the money line. Um, but if you just take the points at the 6.5, it's a plus 100. So really, I think they're gonna win this game because I think they got more talent than Kentucky, and we seen how they struggled with Kentucky last week, and
yeah.
they're on the road at Mississippi State. I think this is a perfect high risk for this week in college football. Um, Texas just, they could be had, and I think Mississippi State they can play spoiler right here.
Okay.
Reward, Poe. Go ahead.
My reward, see you Moss, we had our switch. My reward is Ole Miss over Oklahoma. They
Ooh.
got the Sooners favor by 4.5. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like since Mateer been back that last game, he don't look like the Mateer that played against us. You know what I mean? Against
Right.
Michigan. So
Definitely.
I'm taking Ole Miss plus the 4.5 and the over or under at 54.5. They might shatter that. They might shatter that over and under.
Man. I think for mine, if I'm looking at it right, it might end up flipping. And I like the way you explained that to me because I'm starting to understand it more. How you and Zay be enlighten me on everything. I got A&M. I got LSU beating A&M at home. I don't know if that's one to take because I was looking at the USF, the Memphis being at home, but I'm gonna go with LSU because I think everybody gonna have Texas A&M winning at LSU. But I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna take LSU in the win against A&M to kind of push some more, talk about that SEC, giving a Big Ten some room in there as well.
Hey, that's a good high risk. That's the number 3 team in the country. That's a
Yeah.
high risk. Um, we have to that's the reward pick, right? Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
reward because the plus is probably
Yeah.
it's probably plus 200 at least. You know what I'm saying? When you start taking more pluses on your ticket, that's when you get more money.
Yeah.
so I would have probably went with that, like Parlay Post said. Looking at it now, going with Ole Miss being at Oklahoma, like you said, the way Mateer was playing then, and for them to have him playing now, I see what you mean. So I'm a double back with that, and I'm gonna go with Poe on that one too. I see what he's saying with that one. Yeah,
Yeah, I got 2 reward games for the people. BYU is an underdog. Um, They're underdog this week, man, against Iowa State, man. The money line is at plus 118. I say you just take them straight on the money line. And then I got another one. They like in Arizona State because they just beat a Texas Tech team,
Yeah,
that was out of their starting quarterback. But I like Houston over Arizona State this week at plus 230 on the money line.
yeah,
I
that's a
think
good.
you take them. Yeah, you take them games straight up, bro. And you might come into some money if you parlay it right.
Yeah, I seen that too, and I was looking at it too, and I said the same thing. I like they beat that Texas Tech team without their starting quarterback. You right about that?
Yep. Let's go ahead and move over to the NFL. Oh, y'all got any other games y'all want to tap in or throw out there from
No,
college football?
No,
no. Let's keep it
All
that
moving.
right.
Cal, just that Cal at Virginia Tech would be a good one to keep an eye on for that ACC. For Friday night, Cal at Virginia Tech. If Virginia Tech win that one, it could really knock Cal out of any thoughts of really challenging anybody late in that ACC as far as in going into that championship or anything. Just my thoughts as far as in that game.
Hey, them are two spoiler alert teams. Them ain't they ain't making no noise. Uh, yeah, them they spoil alerts though. But let's go ahead and slide over to this NFL side, man. Paul, who you got as your lockdown for this week?
I hate to say it, man. I got Cincy as a lock over the Jets, man. The Jets 0-7. Cincy coming off a big win against my boys, and the Jets look like they can't get right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Justin with Tyrod, Tyrod starting quarterback, and I don't think they'll win this week because Sauce Gardner, I think he lost a step for real, so he definitely ain't sticking Jamar. So I got Cincy as my top.
Same thing here, man. Same lot for me. When I seen it, I just said I hope we don't get ahead of ourselves and be too big off that victory last week. But I definitely had us as a lot going against the Jets. And exactly what you said, man. Sauce has lost a step. I've been watching him closely this year. It's tough.
My lock, I went a little different this week. I went with an anytime touchdown score in AJ Brown. He got a plus 60 for anytime touchdown score. I think they play. I mean, they playing the Giants, whose passing defense is in the bottom half of the league. I like them to keep that momentum that they just had last week. I like them to keep it going a little bit. Try to get him some more numbers and some more touches before they go back strictly to the run game.
Yeah.
Uh, to sleeper. We on sleeper. What's your sleeper for this week, Paul?
Hey, my sleeper is my boys, Pittsburgh, man. They got
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
Bay. They got Green Bay as a 3.5 on Pittsburgh at home Sunday night. I'm talking about, I got my boys as a sleeper. I think we're gonna bounce back from that game.
Hey, I left that off my thing because when I seen it, I was like, Poe picking that. I like that's gonna be on his sleeper pick. I
Oh,
already knew
yeah.
it was.
Babe.
What's yours? I ain't do no NFL for the picks on this
Okay,
one.
Okay.
okay. Well, I went with the Commanders versus the Chiefs. Man, they got the line at 10.5. I think that's steep. I think that's real steep. I think Commanders cover that.
But you got to think, Daniels ain't playing.
Yeah, but I don't care if he ain't playing, and we don't know if he not playing though because he listed as questionable.
Yeah.
So we really don't know if he playing or not. But even with Mariota, I think that line is still steep because one thing about having Mariota as your backup is you ain't got to change your offense.
Yeah,
You
you right
know,
about that.
and they expecting Debo to be back this week,
Okay.
so he gonna have another weapon at his disposal. Three, high risk. Or Marsh, you can lead this section since you ain't got no picks written down.
Yeah.
What you said? I can look for the high risk. What's your thoughts on the high risk this week? Would be Parlay Pro.
My high risk is gonna be I like how Philly playing only because I got two Philly guys on my fantasy team. But Dart, Dart and Giants, I'm talking about they got something going, but they just got to get over a hump. I think they're gonna be good with Scatterboo and if neighbors can come back next year, but they need to fire their head coach. They need another head coach. So my high risk, I'm taking the plus 7.5 and I'm taking the New York Giants.
Ooh.
Yeah, my high risk I'm going with this week. Um, I'm going back to that Bengals Jets game. I like the over 43 and a half. I think the Bengals defense is not very good. I think the Jets can probably try to figure out some offense with a switch up at quarterback. And I think, the Bengals got enough points that they could put up. And I think the Jets can put up enough points to get to that 43 and a half. So that's what I went with 43 and a half. I think they could touch that.
So next week,
24. All we need is 24 to 20.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you're
That's
right.
all we need.
And the way Flacco been playing, you mess around, man. I hope we get something big like a 30 ball, man, for real in a win.
That'll
But
be even better.
yeah, I think I could see that over, man. I could honestly see that. So what we working with next will be the high reward. Would that be
Yeah,
the
the
Yeah,
reward?
reward.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
reward. What's your thoughts on that one, Parlay Pro?
My reward is going to be I'm gonna have the Ravens continue to struggle without Lamar, and it's surprising me that the Ravens defense is that bad. But keep it up, Ravens. I'm taking the Bears plus 6.5. Caleb, he a little gun ho though, but he really can throw the ball, man. He just
Yeah,
got put in a better place, man. Cause his placement sometimes it be erratic, but he can throw that ball. He can spin that ball. So I'm taking the Bears with Caleb Williams with the
yeah,
6.5.
This how you know me and Paul Poe locked in because I got the same pick on my paper and I
Yeah,
got it on money line though at plus 245. I think the Ravens continue to struggle, and at plus 245, bro. You put that on the money line. I'm telling you, if people just parlay it right, bro, you come up on some bread for real though.
yeah, yeah. That'd be nice.
definitely. I like the anytime touchdown you popped in there. Zay,
Yeah,
anybody else out there like you wanna since we got one, you wanna throw a little non-disclaimer in there for a little parlay, like a little five legger or something like that. Just a couple more things, some yards, you know, catches, touchdowns for a
Well,
quarterback.
I'll say you know what you could do now since you know they can't game plan for it, you can put Chase over that 75 yard mark. You could put him over that, man. The way him and Flacco is vibing with each other.
Man.
You can definitely do that, man. Because even though they had him in the slot, we had people over covering, but they running him. Usually, star receivers don't do this though. They
Yeah,
running him through the linebackers. Usually,
yeah,
star receivers don't want to do that because they get touched doing that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like if you're a good linebacker, you see somebody like Lamar Chase or Jefferson cross your face, you supposed to hit them.
yeah.
You know
Every
what I mean?
time.
You touch
Yeah,
them. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But that he willing to do that, man. He different, man.
yeah, yeah. And speaking of that, I like your boy Connor, man. I had started to put him in a parlay with I think like 75 plus rushing yards. That boy's a monster. So I think we can go ahead. I'm gonna put him down for 50 plus rushing yards. I think he could definitely get 50, maybe even 75. Just the way he plays, I think he's a great back, for what y'all do in that
Are you talking about
organization.
Warren?
Warren, my bad,
Jalen
Warren. It's
Warren.
Warren.
Yeah.
Jalen
Warren.
Warren, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Put Warren down for 75. My bad.
Man,
75,
see,
yeah.
when it comes to me putting like a little five legger down and I'm not betting money line or spreads, I picked two risky picks,
Yeah,
and then I put three for sures, just to get the odds pretty much where I needed to be to make some money. But like last week when I hit, it was really like all dudes that touched the ball a lot. CD was back his first game. I knew they was gonna get him involved.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know, Quentin Johnson been the Chargers' little red zone ace, and then I had Bijan and Christian McCaffrey both scoring, and we know what them guys is. The only one I was scared of was Jackson Dart, and he ended up scoring late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
fourth quarter. Yeah,
Yeah. I put like when my fantasy, I did I'm loving the Cowboys running back. I can't stand the Cowboys, period. but I'm loving it. Loving Javante
William.
because
Yeah.
they give him the ball in hard spots and he do that. So
Yeah,
I'm liking that. And then I dropped I dropped Calvin Austin from the Steelers, but on the fantasy, not on the fantasy, on the FanDuel, that dude named Booty for New England, he
yeah,
been
yeah,
putting up the numbers, and I got him. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
they had him something crazy like something over 40 yards or something. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that bet. You know what I mean? Like, because Drake May playing well right now, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
He playing lights out. I like Scatterboo with an anytime touchdowns.
Yeah, always. He's always a good choice. It's really not that complicated. When it comes to the Cowboys, like Paul was saying, man, it's like you go Pickens, CD, or Williams as anytime touchdown scores pretty much any week if you go and parlay it with four or
Yeah,
five other guys because that's a high powered offense. You know,
mhm.
you know they gonna get to the end zone. It's just about who gonna get in the end zone this week and who they playing. What you think their game plan gonna be? So it's really
Right.
not that tricky.
I'm telling you who money too without we getting that ball. Uh, Either way, getting the ball, running, passing, whatever. McCaffrey, they feed
Yeah,
the ball.
absolutely.
Yeah, 49ers will feed him doing screens and everything. They get this cat the ball. That's why I love picking him, man.
Hmm. And but they got one of the worst scoring offenses too. So people got
Yeah,
to keep that in mind. You know,
Yeah,
they not. I think they like in the bottom five or something. But he's the guy that's gonna get the touches. Don't go with nobody else. Choose him if you're gonna choose anybody.
yeah, yeah. He gonna get them touches.
he gonna get the touches for sure.
But let's go ahead and move over to this NBA, man. Let's see what you got for us, Joe. Who you got as a lock tonight? What you got down?
Man, for the lock tonight, I got the Sacramento Kings at the Phoenix Suns. I know this is tip off for a lot of these teams tonight, and this is a game I think Sacramento comes out with that new team they got. I seen a couple looks at them during the preseason. Think it's 3.5 and 229.5. I'm gonna go with Sacramento at Phoenix as a lock for tonight. I just think that Sacramento team and with Phoenix rebuilding, I think they just gonna be running up and down that court. But Sacramento definitely gonna get high in them hundreds. And you know the way the NBA has been, they may score 140 tonight with that team that they got down there in Sacktown with Levine, DeMar DeRozan, Dennis Schroeder. Of course, they still got Big Sabonis, and then quite a bench they got as well. So
Yeah,
I like that Sacramento team.
Murray out for the year, right?
For Murphy for Sacramento,
Yeah,
I think he just got hurt.
Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah, from
yeah.
Iowa.
Hmm.
Yeah, and him, and I think Jalen Green hurt too. Is for Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Sacktown probably.
Yeah, just like thinking off the top of my brain of something that I got on a ticket for the NBA tonight. I got a plus 6 assists, 6+ assists for Lamelo Ball.
Ooh.
They played the Nets.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I throw that in as my lock. I mean, I ain't really got no picks down, but that is on my ticket for tonight.
I like that pick, man. That's a game I'm gonna try to get into too, because them two young teams, I think that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, my lock.
Yeah.
I didn't put down nothing down either, but my lock is if you playing Jalen Brown over 20, because he's gonna be
Mhm.
shooting that thing. He gonna be shooting that thing
Man,
this year with Tatum ain't there. He gonna shoot that thing.
gonna put it up, man. Definitely for sure.
That's
It's
funny
worth
that
it
you
though.
said that. Cause I'm gonna throw him in here on what I put down on my ticket for him too.
Yeah, you know he
For sure.
gonna shoot that thing.
Hey, what's your sleeper for the night though, Moss?
My sleeper, because they got the Clippers, I think by 10.5 over Utah at home, and Utah's at home. I like that Utah team, and you know they added that rookie monster. So I got Utah at home as my sleeper pick tonight. Plus, and it's 22.5 over and under. But I got Utah. I'm high Utah winning that game. I just like what they got. They got one of your boys from Ohio State and Jensen Ball. Of course, they got the big rookie. Then they got Markkinen. I just like that team that they got over there, man. I don't know what it is. I think they can get it rolling.
Yeah. This might be my last pick because I can't think of everything I got off the top of my dome right now. But I'm just gonna throw this sleeper in here, which was Jalen Brown. Total points, rebounds, and assists was at 35 and a half. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he could have 25, 6 and 6. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. He the main dude out there too. Oh yeah, he about to get it in.
He about to be
He
great.
going nuts tonight, man.
What's your high risk for the night?
My high risk is that San Antonio at Dallas game.
Ooh,
I think Dallas is 2.5, 225.5 to over and under. If Sacramento can get this win at Dallas, that'll be a big statement in the West early, even though it's the first game of the season. That's just a high risk for me.
I like it.
That Dallas team is coming with some flavor, man, some thunder, even without Kyrie. I just think that's a high risk for me.
Yeah, another bet I would like on this game that each team scores 50 per half. That this
Mm,
sounds like a game I would because I think they're gonna get up and down. All these young dudes in on the court, they gonna get up and down.
yeah, yeah.
My high risk, I do got the high risk on this. Um, the Cavs going to Madison Square and beat the Knicks.
Mm.
Yeah. Are they healthy? Are they all the way healthy?
Who's that?
Cleveland?
Well, I know the main I know Donovan Garland playing.
Yeah. Like Cleveland should be good coming into this
Yeah.
game, I
And
believe.
then the Fro playing.
Yeah. Allen,
Jared Allen. He called
old
him he called him
school.
the fro.
Yeah. Old school. That's a lot for the nickname for the season.
Yeah, that's his name now, the fro.
Yeah.
Uh, all right, what's your reward, Moss?
It's crazy because I think I'm understanding Parlay Pro with this. I went with that game as my reward. They feeling it would be tough to get a win at Madison Square Garden, so Cleveland get that reward. Even though I think they do have Cleveland 1.5 on the spread,
Mhm.
so I just thought it would be a reward to go to Madison Square Garden because I've been watching this Knicks team. They tough, man, and I think this is a team. If they make a trade, they can get more in return possibly and get another weapon to help Brunson, as they call him. I think the King of New York, something like that. So that's just my reward pick. I just
Who
felt that it'd be tough to win at Madison Square Garden.
who would you trade though? Because the one dude coming off the bench now. They got Clarkson.
Yeah.
He coming off the bench now with I don't know because I don't know how they're gonna do Hart because I don't think Hart can play
Yeah.
that not scoring role again this year because it's gonna be hard. You need at least like come on man, you at least gotta give me 8, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give me 8 points, man. I'm saying he be having like 3 points and 5 rebounds or stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Like
That's the person I was thinking about. They might have to get rid of this season because Clarkson, Clarkson gonna bring that energy, bring that fire.
and he
You
can shoot.
know, yeah, he gonna be trying to take them minutes from Hart. So that's one player I was looking at that New York might, he might be on the trade block within a couple months of the season, depending on how things is going.
And then they got the little point guard.
Hey,
What's his name? The little
McBride,
McBride. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I think y'all sleep on Hart, man. He an ultimate glue guy. He gonna do all the scrappy, feisty stuff on the court that you need. You need dudes to do that. Like ain't gonna do it. He's the guy that's gonna. He could guard 1 through 4 too.
McHale can do that too.
But you want Mikael on your best player, on the other
Yeah.
team's best player. You want Mikael, him and Anobi. You want them to switch out. Hart is too important. I'm telling you, he a glue guy, bro. One game you might get 0 points, but he might have 10 rebounds. The next game, he's just gonna do whatever they need him to do, bro. You got to keep a guy like him.
I agree with what you. I just think he had a point where he got to get him some production right now. That's all. That's my only thought. I like what you're
Yeah,
saying, and
but
I agree.
the production don't show up on the paper. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't
I
it
got
ain't
you.
it ain't stats. It ain't
I agree.
stats that he providing to the team. You feel me?
Yeah. It's gonna be something to look at in New York though, because I think somebody getting up out of there as far as in the trade. I think it's just seeing how things go. That's just gonna be something to keep an eye on. And if he could put up some points, I think they even that more dangerous of a team because
But
he do have the
Got
ability.
Mike Brown. They got Mike Brown now, so they're gonna be more defensive minded team. They're gonna let
Yeah,
Brunson do him, but they're gonna be more guarding on the ball with Mike Brown.
right.
Hey,
Right.
they got five guys that can put the ball in the rim though. You
He
know,
may doing that to Giannis. Nah, they ain't gonna
What's good?
happen.
What's
That
good, Jet
gonna
Life?
happen.
I do think they want Giannis.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
they
write that down too for us, man. I'm gonna
they
write
would
that
have to.
down.
I'm talking about Towns and them got to go. You already know
Yeah,
that.
I
Them
was
got to
thinking,
go.
I was thinking Cat too, man. Like it's more
Yeah,
that you can get for
he got to
Cat.
go. 'Cause I don't
That
think
money is
I don't think it's surprised that he got Miles Turner because I don't really seeing Giannis playing with dudes with no hard that don't have a hard work ethic. That's why he was so mad that they traded Drew. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, cause he know Drew Holiday gonna get you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Drew gonna
for
bite
sure.
down on you. But Drew like 33 now. You know what I mean? So
Um, any players you looking forward to seeing this year on a that's in a different jersey? I remember. I know you was in the
you
chat. That's a
do.
question that you had in there for us. Parlay Poe, you asked us, is there any players that we looking, forward to seeing in another jersey? For me, it was Porter Jr. and Dennis Schroeder. I just want to see how they, make those organizations move and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, Schroeder been passed around, man, but he made the mistake not reing up for the Lakers when they offered him that 84 million a couple years ago. They offered that cat, and then he been bouncing around. But I want to see this young Detroit team this year. That's what I want to see. Besides my Celtics, how they gonna react with Jason Tatum out for the year. I'm anxious to see this young Detroit team.
Yeah, yeah, y'all know I said Desmond Bain over at Orlando.
Yeah,
Um, that young core looked real promising last year, so I want to see if he can uplift them and they take another step.
yeah. Pablo a problem, man. He stay
Man,
healthy. He a problem. And then got my two dudes from Michigan, the brothers, the Wagner brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they could be a problem, man.
that Orlando
hey,
team is
he
dangerous.
baby mellow man, Payalo, or however you say Bankero.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
baby mellow, bro. He remind me exactly of Mello.
yeah.
You
He a
might as
big
well.
dude too, man. He is.
Yeah,
I like his game, man. He played against us all the time. They beat us, man. Even with Tatum, they was
yeah,
beating us. Orlando was
Yeah,
beating us like regular season. So and then he was out. I like him, man.
we might as well call since his name is Pablo Banchero. We might as well call him PB. I'm sorry, and then with Bain's last name B, peanut butter and jelly. Might as well just call him that. That's what I'm gonna call him before the season start. I like him too. I think he's a problem. I think he's one of the players that you can see a few years now being one of the faces of the NBA. Like you said, he got to stay healthy.
This is a good question, though. This is an
yeah.
excellent
Man,
question.
let's check out this question.
Yeah,
Jet Life said, "Why do y'all think the league don't push Payalo? He was the number one pick, better every season. He
yeah,
Man,
get well. I think he's saying he got better every season. What y'all think?
yeah. I don't know, man. It can't be. It can't be like Duke players ain't nothing in pro, but this cat, man, I like his game. I
yeah,
like the game. I don't know why I ain't pushing him like that. Every time
I
they
mean,
on, you don't really get to see them. But now since you got the stream, you can see which teams that's playing. Now you got that the streaming service. But when you wasn't seeing Orlando, whatever, and now you click on to them, they gonna be good, man.
yeah. And
the
he's
only
playing
thing I can
against the
think of is, bro, the market, man. You know, that's not one of the best markets in Orlando. That's the only thing I can think. You know, but I'm saying like the market. I mean, maybe I'm not familiar with the dude like and how he is like for real. That's how little we see him for real. Like
Yeah,
throughout the regular season, you don't see, so you don't even really know what his personality like. Is he even marketable? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this dude marketable? Because they was pushing Ja in Memphis. That's not a market. You know what I mean? They was about to push Ja until he had the gun situation.
yeah.
I think he in the process of possibly being Jordan branded Vaquero. So it's something to look at. I like him. I think they need to push more.
Listen,
Open,
we hearing more about Cooper Flag than we is about this guy already, bro.
That's a
yeah,
fact.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's
And they
something.
ain't
Go ahead.
and they ain't even about it like it ain't even like Dallas is a crazy market, but it's in Texas.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good question. I gotta investigate that more, man. I gotta investigate that. For real, I'm
I
serious.
like
Now
that
I'm on it now. I'm on it now because
because
that's
now
a good question, bro. Like,
you gonna have me
I'm
looking at
into
it
this game. Cause they
like
did what's name. They ain't trying to let your boy for the young boy for the Pistons. They ain't giving him his due either. Cam.
hey Cunningham. Yeah, he
Yeah,
over
they
there
ain't
going
giving him his
crazy.
due. So I don't know if it's the bad boy image or whatever that they got in Detroit, whatever. But these young dudes like that need to be pushed, man.
Yeah, and I was watching a little insert on Detroit, and when you got veterans like Tobias Harris and guys like that speaking how much of a leader he is, so young in Cade Cunningham's career, who I'm speaking about, that speaks volumes for that organization. You know, having the type of team they have that's young, but with that veteran core as well. Like you said, they got to push these young kids like that, and they really superstars, man. You're talking
Man,
about these guys, they both 6'8", 6'9".
Tobias Harris been stealing money for 10 years, man. Man, he been stealing
He
money
got he got the greatest agent of all time.
for man.
Greatest
Like, he's
agent,
telling
man.
people.
10 years, man. Like, man.
Got a guilt with over there.
But all right, man, y'all got anything else?
I don't. I don't.
That's all I have, man.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody that tuned into the stream, man. Well, once again, at your own risk. The
Yes, sir.
disclaimer is in again, man. I'm FanDuel Zaiah. To my right, you got Parlay Poe, the Blitzberg podcast. Down at the bottom, you got JoJo Mossberg with Level Up Sports Team. Don't forget to tap into Robert's podcast at WTP for Life. T1 with City League TV on YouTube and Facebook, and Post Game with the Post Game 86 show, and then SEC Shine too on YouTube, man. We'll be live again tomorrow at 7:45 with Thursday night forecast. And then again, of course, we'll be live again Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Before college football game day comes on.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
it was good seeing y'all, family. Appreciate
Y'all
y'all.
too, man. Y'all
Peace.
know it, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
Peace.
stay
y'all
warm
know
up
we
there,
out the
man.
building. Peace.
Warm. Peace.
You already know it.
There we go.